Welcome back. I'm an emergency doctor actively working at the emergency department of my hospital. In this Doctor's Corner series, we'll dive into lesser-known approaches and hidden strategies to help the people with critical illnesses. You can subscribe if you want to learn the latest news and healthy solutions about your health. Good morning, everyone. Let's begin with a direct instruction. Stop treating academic failure as a character defect. Do not call it laziness first. Do not call it lack of intelligence first. Ask a better question. Why is this student failing, and how can we reduce the chaos around learning? Academic failure often looks simple from the outside. Missed assignments, low grades, avoidance, late nights, poor test results, and promises that do not turn into action. But underneath, there is usually a deeper pattern. The student may be overloaded, sleep deprived, anxious, depressed, distracted, disorganized, or trapped in a cycle of shame. The medical and psychological literature repeatedly shows that learning is tied to executive function, sleep, mental health, attention, and self-regulation, not just willpower. Executive functions such as working memory, inhibition, cognitive flexibility, and planning are strongly connected with academic achievement, and planning is one of the practical ways to support those systems from the outside. So today, focus on one powerful response: make a plan. Not a vague wish, not "I will study harder," not "I will change everything tomorrow." Make a real plan. Make it visible. Make it small enough to begin. Make it specific enough that the brain does not have to negotiate every step again and again. Why does planning help? Because academic failure is often not a knowledge problem, it is an execution problem. Many students know they should study. They know the exam date. They know the assignment is due. Yet they still freeze. Why? Because the brain under stress does not always move smoothly from intention to action. Stress narrows attention. Shame drains energy. Sleep loss weakens concentration. Anxiety creates avoidance. Depression can make even a small task feel physically heavy. Planning works because it reduces the number of decisions the student must make in the moment. Here is the first command. Separate the student from the failure. Say, "You are not the grade. You are a person with a pattern, and patterns can be redesigned." Why is this important? Because shame blocks problem solving. A student who believes "I am a failure" stops looking for steps. A student who believes "my system is failing" can repair the system. Now ask, how do we build that system? Start with a diagnostic map. Take one sheet of paper and divide it into 4 areas: subjects, deadlines, obstacles, and supports. Write every class. Write every missing assignment. Write every upcoming test. Then write the obstacle beside each one. Is it confusion? Is it no textbook access? Is it fear of the teacher? Is it phone distraction? Is it exhaustion? Is it not knowing where to start? Do not guess vaguely. Name the obstacle. A named obstacle becomes smaller. Then prioritize. Do not attack everything at once. Command the student to choose 3 academic targets for the week: 1 urgent, 1 important, and 1 easy win. Why include an easy win? Because the brain needs evidence that movement is still possible. A completed small task can interrupt the emotional story of helplessness. Now move from goals to implementation. The research on implementation intentions is especially useful here. A goal says, "I want to pass biology." A plan says, "If it is 4:30 p.m. on Monday, then I will sit at the kitchen table and complete biology questions 1 through 10 before opening social media." That difference matters. Meta-analytic work on implementation intentions shows that if-then plans help people translate intentions into action by specifying when, where, and how the behavior will occur. So give this command: write plans in if-then language. If I get home, then I put my phone in another room for 25 minutes. If I do not understand the first question, then I mark it and start the second. If I miss one study session, then I restart at the next scheduled block, not next week. If I feel embarrassed to ask for help, then I send one sentence: "I am behind and need guidance on where to start." Why does this work? Because the plan predecides the response. It turns a future crisis into a prepared script. That is not magic. It is cognitive load management. Next, build time into containers. Tell the student, do not plan your life around motivation. Plan your motivation around time. Use a weekly calendar. Put sleep first. Put school hours second. Put meals, transport, and responsibilities third. Then place study blocks in the remaining spaces. Make each block short enough to survive contact with real life. 20 to 30 minutes for a struggling student is often better than a heroic 3-hour fantasy. The literature on time management is useful here, but it gives us a mature message. Time management is associated with academic performance and also with well-being. It is not only about producing more work, but about reducing the sense of being chased by time. A meta-analysis found that time management relates to performance and has an even stronger relationship with well-being. Ask the student, why are you trying to remember everything in your head? How has that been working? Then command them, externalize the brain. Use a planner, a wall calendar, a checklist, or a digital calendar. Choose one and stay with it for 2 weeks. The tool matters less than the habit. Put every deadline somewhere visible. Break every assignment into the next physical action. Write essay is too large. Open document and write the title is an action. Study math is too vague. Complete 5 quadratic equations and check answers is an action. Now include the body. This is where many academic plans fail. They plan assignments but ignore physiology. Tell students clearly, protect sleep like it is part of studying, because it is. Adolescents need adequate sleep for attention, memory, mood regulation, and learning. The American Academy of Pediatrics has described insufficient sleep in adolescents as an important health concern that affects mental health, safety, quality of life, and academic performance. The CDC also notes that insufficient sleep in children and adolescents is linked with attention and behavior problems, poor mental health, and poor cognitive development. Ask, how can a student solve algebra with a brain that is running on fumes? How can memory consolidate when sleep is treated as optional? Command this, set a sleep anchor, choose a realistic bedtime and wake time, reduce screens before bed, stop beginning difficult homework at midnight. If the student is severely sleep deprived, the first academic intervention may be a sleep repair plan. Now include mental health. Academic failure can be an early signal, not just an educational event. Depression may appear as low motivation. Anxiety may appear as procrastination. ADHD may appear as carelessness. Trauma may appear as disengagement. Do not diagnose casually, but do not ignore the signal. Command this. Screen for distress. Ask, are you sleeping? Are you eating? Are you constantly worried? Do you feel hopeless? Can you focus even when you try? Have you stopped caring about things you used to care about? School-based mental health literature supports the connection between mental health and academic success, and reviews of school interventions continue to examine how reducing anxiety, depression, and stress can support students in educational settings. Why does this matter? Because a plan should not become a weapon. If a student is depressed, a complicated plan may become one more proof that they cannot do anything. Keep the plan humane. Keep it brief. Keep it repeatable. Now let's talk about the anatomy of a strong academic plan. First, make a recovery list. Write down every missing task. Then mark each one as high value, medium value, or low value. Do not spend 5 hours on a task worth almost nothing while ignoring the exam that can change the grade. Ask the teacher, which missing assignments matter most? That one question can save days of wasted effort. Second, create a daily minimum. The daily minimum is the smallest academic action that must happen even on a bad day. For example, review notes for 10 minutes, complete 3 problems, email 1 teacher, or read 2 pages. Why? Because consistency rebuilds identity. The student begins to think, even on a hard day, I still do something. Third, use the 25-minute start. Command the student. Set a timer for 25 minutes, remove the phone, open the exact task, and begin before the mind has time to debate. When the timer ends, stop and check. Continue, pause, or switch. The goal is not to feel inspired. The goal is to reduce entry resistance. Fourth, plan for failure inside the plan. This is essential. Ask, what will you do when you miss a day? If the answer is, I will start over next week, the plan is fragile. Replace it. Say, if I miss Monday, then Tuesday becomes the restart day. Build a rescue rule. A good plan does not assume perfection. It assumes human behavior. Fifth, make support visible. Command a student to identify 3 people, 1 academic helper, 1 accountability person, and 1 emotional support. The academic helper may be a teacher, tutor, classmate, or counselor. The accountability person checks whether the plan is happening. The emotional support reminds the student that recovery is not only about grades. Why 3 people? Because 1 person cannot always meet every need. Sixth, review weekly, not hourly. Do not obsess every minute. Choose 1 review time each week. Ask, what worked? What failed? What is still missing? What is the next smallest step? Adjust the plan. Do not abandon it just because the first version was imperfect. Now notice something important. Making a plan is not simply organizing tasks. It is a medical, cognitive, emotional, and behavioral intervention in plain clothing. It protects working memory by writing things down. It reduces avoidance by making the first step smaller. It supports sleep by placing rest into the calendar. It reduces anxiety by replacing fog with sequence. It supports executive function by giving the brain a pathway before stress arrives. So if you are speaking to a student who is failing, say this directly. Do not promise me a new personality. Show me your next 7 days. Do not tell me you will try harder. Tell me what you will do at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. Do not hide the missing work. Put it on paper. Do not wait until you feel confident. Confidence often returns after action, not before it. And if you are the student, listen carefully. Your past grades are data, not a life sentence. Use them. Study them. Ask why they happened. Then build a plan that is honest about your energy, your habits, your sleep, your distractions, and your support system. In conclusion, academic failure becomes more manageable when we stop treating it as a vague disaster and start treating it as a solvable pattern. Make the plan visible, make it specific, make it tied to time and place. Include sleep, include mental health, include support, include a rescue rule. Then act on the next step, not the whole mountain. Why does this work? Because a student does not climb out of academic failure through panic. A student climbs out through structure, repetition, and guided recovery. How does it begin? With 1 written plan, 1 honest conversation, 1 protected study block, 1 night of better sleep, and 1 small completed task that proves the story can change. Take care of one another, keep learning as a community, and I'll see you with the next topic in our next episode.